race. We did not expect that to happen. Records have been broken, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes of all the action this weekend. We are here at the Aquatic Centre at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, which is our venue for tomorrow's event, the Arena Games Triathlon London, and what a venue it is. As you can see behind me, everyone is busy getting it set up, and in just a few hours it will be completely transformed into the arena, ready for race day.
Okay, so we're just straightening up the treadmills. Very important job, right? So everybody's in a line and it looks perfect on a camera.
I am here with Julian. Obviously, Garmin is the sponsor of this event and a huge part of it. What goes into your role?
Luckily, we already have a lot of experience now with this event, as we were on board from the first event in Rotterdam 2 years ago. All the athletes will ride on the Texan UTTs, wearing the HRM Pros to measure all the heart rate data, so the audience from home following the race, they can actually see the live heart rate data.
Because the athletes ride on Zwift, we have to get their exact weight, right? So we get the data, so we know exactly what watts per kilo they're putting through the taxes. So we actually use the Garmin scales as well, right?
Yeah, so indeed the weigh-in will take place on the Garmin index scale, so you add the weight into Zwift, so everyone is racing with their own weight, so that's most accurate as possible.
Amazing. Well, I'll let you get back to setting up. Thanks so much for speaking to us, and good luck tomorrow. We are backstage with Andrew Taylor, who is project managing the Arena Games. Tell us about putting on this incredible event.
Well, I guess my job is preparing the venue ready for the race guys to crack on and actually deliver the field of play, deliver the race for the athletes. Predominantly, I'm dealing with the contractors, suppliers, the venue, the Olympic Park, all the stakeholders, that kind of stuff. We build this all in a day, so essentially we were here at 6 o'clock this morning, loading in. Has to be curated. Obviously for the first time here in London, which is really exciting, we've got crowds in, so we've got about 1,700 people in. So we've got set up all their arrivals areas, signage, queuing areas, ticket checks, all the Wi-Fi that we need for scanning them in on their barcodes and that kind of stuff. Everyone in this building is desperate to get out that double doors by midnight. That's our curfew on this building. So managing people, managing contractors, managing expectations is a fun one. Everything seems to be going to plan and everyone's doing what they should be doing.
The Arena Games is just a short walk away from where we hosted the first race of the Championship Series here in London. So we've come to check out the venue because we will be back here in 2022 for more epic racing. This is the venue where we saw Jess stomp her authority and absolutely dominate the first race of the Championship Series. We saw Georgia have a dramatic crash here, which we thought might have ended her race, but she clawed it back to a second place finish and overall win of the series. This behind me is the swim, where we saw Vasco be the only brave enough guy to face the waters without a wetsuit. I might add that all the women didn't wear the wetsuits. We also saw Hayden win his first ever Super League race and cement his place as a favourite for the overall series. Okay, so let's go see some more of London. We've got Tower Bridge in the background behind me. I'm so excited that we are here for 2 races this year in London, one of the best cities to come and see and visit. I can't believe I've never done this, especially when we did live around here. Stopped to hydrate with a butterbeer because does it get any more British than Harry Potter? I don't think so. I'm gonna give this a try. Ah! It's very sweet. Wow. It's good, but it does taste like I'm just drinking sweets. it's almost time for the athletes to jump into familiarization and test out the equipment, but right now behind me they are just getting their headshots done, so photo shoot happening, as you can see. So you're getting weighed?
Nerve-wracking. I don't think I've been weighed since Tokyo last year. So yeah, I'm not sure what it's going to say, to be honest.
Have you been strategic today? Like, have you been like...
No, not at all. No, I forgot about it, to be fair. And then Jess was like, I can't believe we're being weighed at 4 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. I mean, this can make all the difference, can't it? If your weight is lower on Zwift, it's more beneficial. So your watts per kilo are higher. So yeah, if you light now and then put some on, it's definitely more beneficial. I'm not someone that trains to like watts or heart rate. I literally just train to how I feel. So I'll just go hard. Like if it hurts, then that's all I can give. I don't like to get bogged down with numbers, because if you don't hit it on a certain day, it can really get to you. So I just do it on how I feel, and that seems to work.
How are you feeling about tomorrow?
All right, yeah, glad to be here. Better than the success rate compared to Munich. I'm one up, do you know what I mean? I'm here, so yeah.
What about your afternoon? You've been weighed now. I've just seen you've got some popcorn down here now. Feel better?
Yeah, I know, heavy food, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm happy to be weighed. I hate that. 4 p.m, honestly. Who thought of that? So tomorrow I'm going to just eat loads and then be really heavy and go for it.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be fun.
What is the plan for the rest of the afternoon?
I'm gonna do, check out everything, check out the trainer, check out the treadmill, swim a little bit, and then just kind of relax. Like I'll go home, kind of put my feet up for a little bit. I do like to kind of get out though. If I spend too much time just like sitting by myself, like I'm kind of a social person, so I like to kind of be out and about a little bit, and like I'd prefer to sit in a restaurant than sit at home by myself.
I am here with Toby, who is our producer at CBD Triathlon, and I'm sure you've probably seen we've got about 1,000 cameras on everything. There's a lot of moving parts going on. So like, talk us through managing those projects.
It's complete chaos, but organised chaos. No, we've got loads going on. We've got there's headshots going on. We've got some green screen shooting. We've got some behind the scenes footage, which you're doing right now. That's pretty meta, isn't it? And obviously you doing your thing and educating the nation about the magic of triathlon.
Yeah, that's quite a bold claim, what I'm doing here right now. As promised, it has been built, it has been turned around. I don't know how they do it in such a short period of time, but the arena looks incredible and the athletes are here now for familiarization. You can probably see behind me, they are on the bikes, they're warming up. A few of them have already been in the pool, so we're going to go chat to some more.
You better start moving and feel the music. Get your groove on and let it use you. When you feel the fire and you know it's right, pure desire, just hold on tight.
So we're going to get you on TikTok. Yeah, I'll do it. I won't say anything, really, in moderation.
Touch the sky, you know the reasons why. Just dance. Come on, just dance.
It's really good. How are you feeling about tomorrow?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I've actually managed to jam pack my day full of like interviews and other stuff, so I've not really thought about it, so that's the next day.
Do you feel like there's a pressure being like you absolutely like annihilated everyone 2 weeks ago?
No, because you only take your best result forward, so no pressure now.
No. How are you feeling about tomorrow?
It's okay. I never used to do like indoor super league, so yeah.
Have you got any race tactics going into tomorrow, or is it just like go from the gun?
Yeah, just go, and I will see what's happened after. I am sure I will have pain, but yeah, I'm here for it. So
we're basically just setting up our shoes ready to jump on the bike as fast as we can. So you use elastic bands to sort of hold them in place, and then hopefully it means you can get your feet in straight away and get the power up.
And you're just practicing that now?
Yeah, well, I've never practiced it whilst being just standstill. So normally you do like a flying mount, so you've got a bit of momentum. So So yeah, just thought we'd give it a quick go now.
Are you going to, in between each stage, try to get the elastic bands back on, or is it just the first one and then?
I'm hoping to be able to get them back on, to be honest. But yeah, if you've only got 3 minutes, it might just have to be a sacrifice that's made.
When the heat gets too hard to handle, and you know you're about to
Oh no, God! I just chipped my nail.
And now, you better believe it. You can look at the clouds fly by. Come on and let yourself enjoy the ride.
Hello, can you hear
A
me?
little higher.
Familiarization is coming to an end and the athletes are heading back to their hotel room to get an early night ahead of tomorrow's racing. So we are signing off, but we'll be here bright and early tomorrow with all the action and behind the scenes. It is race morning and we are here at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, and it is the 10-year anniversary since the London Olympics. So it's so exciting to have all the athletes here with us today. They've started to arrive and we're going to take you behind the scenes of all the action, so follow me. Tim Don. Do you like my mic? I'm like a proper presenter now.
No, you need a foam thing with the logo on.
Yeah, assistant, can somebody get me one of those?
That's new title.
Yeah, anyone. So we're shooting behind the scenes today. It's obviously race day for you and you are on the broadcast. Tell us more about your day today, how you think the race is going to go, what you're most excited about.
I'm most excited about the crowds. I mean, in London, this is where it all started. The first Olympic medals won by Great Britain. Current Olympic medalists here. It's going to be really great racing. But to have, 1,700 people in there is just going to blow the roof off. For me, I enjoy the commentating and the pundit stuff. But really just because I can get on poolside and I can get in the action and I can get, I really get to see everything close up. So yeah, I really love that. And I'll be looking out for some eagles for later in the year for sure.
So I'm going to be in the arena doing the announcing, so if you're in the crowd today you're going to hear my voice quite a lot. I've seen a couple of Super League Arena Games events. I was here in London watching last year. It's brutal, it's hot and humid in there. It's probably not my forte, so talking today rather than racing. Oh, who's going to win it? So tough. I think the girls' side is going to be between Beth and Georgia, and also there she is, and of course Jess Learmont. I think those are the three picks in the women's side. Alex is after redemption on the men's side, but Aurelian looked brilliant in Munich 2 weeks ago. So
It's going to definitely be a close call, I think. Okay, we're here. Let's go in. You can feel the heat hit you as soon as you walk in. Wow, we are inside. Like, it looks incredible. It is super hot. I'm ready to delayer, but it's so exciting feeling like it's actually happening. A few hours till race day. Athletes are warming up. Yeah, all the action from here. We are about as backstage as you can get. The athletes are lining up behind me. They're about to go on for stage one. So the first race of the day, we're very excited. The lineup is incredible for this heat. We've got Georgia Taylor-Brown, Beth Potter, who won in Munich last week. So very excited to see what happens and who makes it to the final. James, you are going to be manning this huge camera. Tell us a bit more about your job, your role, the challenge, what's going on.
Sure, well I'm a camera operator, but I'm going to be tracking the athletes. So I've got a large lens, so I've got quite a long distance. We control our zoom and focus with our thumbs, and we do our focus with our fingers. It's a bit of an old school technique for TV, but it's the way every television program's done, and it works well.
Like, how do you know where to follow? Like, have you already done your research? You know who's going to be your favourites, or are you just getting everything and everyone and see where it goes?
So we've got a vision mixer. So we've got a gallery which is outside of here. So we have a director that sort of tells us the stories. So I've got one chap talking in this ear and a lady in this ear. So we're obviously watching the race, but the vision mixer is cutting up the different cameras. So we offer them shots and we sort of deliver different shots, and and let them choose those shots. And then the director tells them what we want to do. We can obviously see what's going on in the race because obviously we're enjoying it as well, but we're very focused on individuals. A lot going on behind the scenes.
A lot going on, wow.
All out.
Wow.
And if you,
Thank you.
and if you turn that's your focus wheel. So if you zoom in and then make sure it's really sharp, so you're a bit soft. So wiggle your focus, that's it, find it, so it's nice and sharp.
And you have to do this super quick.
Yeah, and then as she moves, you have to do it with it too.
Oh my God.
Obviously, as she moves,
Yeah.
as her head moves forward and back, she's then in and out of focus.
This
So
is
you're-
like almost like creepy how close you can get on people.
That would be, you'd be 5 So there you go, nice and sharp in his eyes, which is brilliant. And if you were to pull out really quickly, go all the way out.
Oh no, wrong way.
That's it, all the way out, that's quick. And you can refocus on, let's go for that lady there. And then refocus on her nice and quickly. Too late, you missed it.
Who was also dominant in Heat 1 this morning. Songbrook Brand cruised her way through to the final.
That is the first heat of the day. As you can see, athletes are behind me, already starting to cool down and recover and getting interviewed. We saw Beth Potter win that one. We had Georgia Taylor-Brown, Cassandra and Audrey Merle go through to the final. So let's see what happens in Heat 2.
I think tonight it will look incredible when it's filled with people watching.
I am back here in the timing pit with Graham, who we refer to as the data guy. He sends us all the information of what's going on during the race. When it's all chaotic, you've got all the numbers. So talk to us about your role today.
So I generally take all the information from all the different sources. So the Arena Games is pretty complicated in that we get swim data from one source, we get the Zwift and the bike and the run information from different sources. So it's trying to collate all that into one version of the truth and then make sure that everybody knows what's happened, what's going on, what the staggered starts are for the next heat and things like that. Today has been pretty complicated because we've had a few issues behind the scenes. There was one of the male athletes got their Zwift profiles mixed up, and there was also a mix-up with his weight on the bike, and he was putting in a complaint around that. Unfortunately for him, there's nothing we can do about it now. Basically, it's a technical mistake on the field of play, I think was the definition, and he hasn't made the final. But trying to deal with that behind the scenes has been pretty stressful this morning. Looking at it right now, it looks like it's a 2-horse race in the women's with Beth and Jess. They both finished within 1 second of each other in different heats. So they're obviously right dialed into each other. You know, Beth's won it twice now. Jess won the first one. So it's a real sort of showdown of the champions, basically. They look to be like 10 seconds up on Beaugrand. So, you know, but Cassandra's a really good swim runner, so we could see her coming back into it. On the men's side, I really haven't had a chance to look at it because that's where all the confusion was. I know that Raphael missed the cut, unfortunately, because he had a technical, but I'd still back Alex Shee to come through. The pressure's on him this week because he obviously didn't do that well last week.
You've got a few hours until the final. Is there much prep to do before then?
Yeah, so at the moment I'm just trying to write a debrief on the heats and disseminate that out for the commentators, the social media teams, the interviewers, so everybody has a reasonable idea of what happened in the heats. And then also a bit of a preview and what we think then might happen in the final. So some of the stuff that I was just chatting about now, but just try and make sure that everybody's aware of, you know, who's done what in the heats, any fastest times, any new records that they might want to bring up. There was a couple of them actually. Alex Yee absolutely obliterated the run record. He took about 8 seconds off it. So if he's got that in the tank for the final, he could really do some damage basically.
Well, sounds like you're very busy, so I'm going to leave you to it. And I look forward to getting the updates throughout the race. We are in between the heats and the final. I don't know if you can hear me, but we've got a test race. I don't even know what to call it, but GTN are here and they're having a go, so make sure to check out their video of their Arena Games challenge. How are you feeling?
This is a disgusting reintroduction to triathlon. It's been a while. I'm in the mix though.
You are?
I'm in the mix. Fourth.
Okay, great. Good luck for the run.
I mean, I knew it was hard, but that was just something else. I mean, I got halfway through the swim, everything tied up, got onto the bike, I was like, yeah, got this. Everything tied up again, and then I could barely even get to the treadmill, and my legs were locking up everywhere. So Oh, that was absolutely incredible. I mean, I had utmost respect for all the athletes, but it's just gone up another level today. So cool.
We are outside the venue and it is still a few hours until the race starts, and as you can see, the queues are already piling in. It is going to be incredible to see a full stadium. We have completely sold out the arena and I can't wait to see what everyone thinks. What brought you to the Arena Games Triathlon today?
To watch all the British athletes win. I watched it last year and just absolutely loved watching it, and it motivated me through the winter to train. And then whenever I saw tickets were available, it matched up with kind of our Europe trip and decided just to buy tickets. We're both triathletes, rower.
I'd like to get into in the future, but a rower right now.
Yeah, we're both rowers. I'm new to the sport, so.
Oh, amazing. So hopefully today will be the motivation you need. What's brought you both to the Arena Games today?
Oh, well, to see some world-class athletes do their stuff, close up, hopefully.
Are you hyped? You're going to be cheering for the Brits then today?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely pumped. Yeah, he's going to be waving his jacket around. Yeah.
Good, we want to see it.
It's quite hot in there.
It's very hot in there, I can confirm. I am here with a group from Hillingdon Tri Club who have come to watch the Arena Games Triathlon today. What brought you to this event?
We're triathletes. And
Yeah,
we're
triathletes.
interested in the sport.
Alex Yu, who I think may be here today, actually started his competition at Minute Park as part of the Hillingdon Triathletes Young Athletes Series.
Yep.
So you're kind of part of Alex's journey. He is racing today, he's made it to the final, which is good to know. Yeah. These are the guys behind his success today.
It's actually my first time I've ever been in person to watch triathlon, which is really exciting. I was saying earlier, like normally you could probably only see like 5 seconds, and if it's far away, it's a long way to go for just 5 seconds. So yeah, it's a great place to come to see it all unfold.
Just minutes away from the race starting, and I'm here with the head referee. So what do you actually look out for today? Like, what are the main things that could be of concern?
We have to make sure that the event is fair and safe at the end of the day. So we're looking to make sure that all the athletes put all their equipment in the box when they first get out of the swim. Initially, that they don't false start. If they do get into the water before the horn goes, then they'd incur a penalty. There's a total of 6 referees, which probably does sound a lot, but obviously because of the heats and the different stages, and because it's with World Triathlon and there's points available, have to make sure that it is sort of it's a fair race.
Does it get much more behind the scenes than being here in makeup? I don't think so. I'm just trying to work out how I can get a makeup artist myself. With Annie Emerson, who you will know from the Short Shoot Show, the broadcast, and a team manager. How are you feeling?
So excited. I don't want to be over the top about this, but honestly, I'm kind of like losing the plot because watching this arena fill up is quite emotional. This is just magical.
So we spoke to you this morning. Now that the heats have happened, has your verdict changed?
No, I still think it's going to be the same. I think everyone was sandbagging this morning. You're going to see big fireworks, and I think they're going to break records. They're going to go faster. Yeah, I think the crowd are going to be a massive part of that.
You heard it here first. We've got a 23-second countdown until the women are off. They're lined up. The crowds have gone wild.
Very, very fast there in red. She's already gapped Potter over the first 50. We saw this in the heat. She went out in that first 100 very, very fast, but looks great. But it's surprisingly she's in front of Jess Learmont, who usually starts very, very quickly.
And Beaugrand touches in 2:12 equally.
Slow exit by Beaugrand.
We are here in the crowds with Gillian, who has recently raced in the Championship Series with us, and now you're spectating, which looks much more enjoyable.
Oh, it's awesome. There's such a good atmosphere in here. It's much more relaxing being on this side of the fence, I must say. But the girls are doing really well. It's really nice to watch them.
Are you jealous? Do you wish you were down there?
Yes and no. I think more no than yes, but I'll leave them to it.
The women are on the final stage of the event. Cassandra's absolutely dominated. And it looks like Beth, Jess and Georgia are on the pursuit, so it's anything to play for second, third and fourth. We'll see what happens.
Well, Beth Potter laid down the gauntlet in Munich, and Cassandra Beaugrand has picked it up, moved it forward and laid it down again. Could she be our first triathlon esports world champion? She certainly moved into the favourites position.
We are just a few minutes away now from the men's final.
Alex Yee. He could too. Stapley. And the home crowd very much behind Alex Yee.
Great start by Stapley and Black.
We are currently literally underneath the pool. You can see the athletes here. I think that's Justus Nieschlag just swimming away from us. I've no idea who's winning from this angle, but it is probably the best view in the house.
We arrive back in London and he takes another win, Justus Nieschlag. Congratulations to the German, a superior race.
And now in a position to be a world champion.
What did you think to today's race? How was that for you?
Amazing race, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was great to see a big variety of athletes. Amazing aquatic centre, they put on a really good show, and the organisation from the Super League team is incredible. Yeah, it's great to see. Good spectacle.
I've never been to anything like this, so it was awesome to watch. And yeah, I think the home crowd probably encapsulated the Olympic spirit from being in this place. And yeah, it went mental when I actually hit the front. Shame he didn't win, but it's great.
It was just so nice to have a full crowd, to be honest. Like, it just makes the atmosphere really good. And the screens are really good with all the data, so like it's just great to be able to see it. It doesn't matter if you're not watching it at home. We were in VIP and that was really good. It was nice to have a few drinks and some food.
It's good, you can see the whole thing as well. Canary Wharf, you can only see bits of it.
Fantastic, really good. Great atmosphere, great weekend for us because we can come up and eat and drink and watch some sport.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of all types of triathlon, but that's not like watching Lucy Charles for 7 hours run along the Queen K. That was so intense and great.
It's probably been about half an hour since the race is finished, and as you can see, it is already packing up away behind me. The magic is disappearing, but we'll be back in 2 weeks' time for Singapore. So make sure you come with us and join us behind the scenes. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.